The reality of reality, the senior blueprint for a life worth living. My fellow seniors, let's talk honestly for a minute. Not the polite version, not the sugar-coated version, but the real truth most people avoid. Your life right now, the way you live, the way you feel, the peace you have or don't have, is the direct result of the goals you set in life, or the goals you never set. That's the reality of reality. You don't drift into a healthy old age. You don't stumble into financial security. You don't accidentally end up happy or emotionally stable. You don't luck into peace. You build it. You work at it. You sacrifice for it. You walk through fire for it. And if you don't choose a direction, you don't end up anywhere. You end up nowhere. Time doesn't slow down for any of us. Life doesn't pause. You can't hit reset at 70 or 80 or 90. Your future is always being built, either by design or by default. I'm going to tell you something personal. I'm 80 years old. I live alone. I'm comfortable. I'm healthy. I'm financially secure. And I'm not putting up with anybody's garbage. Not anymore. Nobody dumps their drama on my life. Nobody's chaos becomes my responsibility. Nobody forces me to carry burdens that don't belong to me. And none of that came from luck. It came from goals, clear goals, hard goals, long-term goals. It came from having an end goal, a picture in my mind of the life I wanted in my later years, and the determination to walk toward it no matter what it cost me. I get on the treadmill every day, 7 days a week, not because it's fun, but because I have an end goal. I want blood rushing through my body. I want oxygen hitting my brain. I want to stay mobile and sharp. My father walked hallways until 99.9. I plan to beat him. I take care of my health because I want to be alive, really alive, in my 90s and beyond. I made financial sacrifices so I wouldn't depend on anybody. And in relationships, I set boundaries most people never have the courage to set. If a relationship destroys your peace, it destroys your future. The wrong partner can ruin your health, your money, your happiness, and the last decades of your life. At this age, one bad relationship can sink the ship. So I'd rather be alone than miserable. I'd rather wait for the right person than settle for the wrong one. And if the right person never comes, I still win because I didn't let the wrong one destroy me. That's what goals do. They protect you, they guide you, they give you direction, they give you strength. And that's why I say this with absolute certainty. If you don't have a dream, it can't come true. If you don't have a goal, it can't happen. If you don't choose a direction, you will end up nowhere. So what do we do with this truth? We turn it into the senior blueprint for a life worth living. Here it is, a health goal, because circulation is life and stagnation is death. A financial goal, because peace comes from discipline, not luck. A relationship goal, because the wrong person will destroy everything you built. And a happiness goal, because if you can't imagine the life you want, you'll never live it. Neville Goddard said, live in the end, meaning you have to know where you want to arrive before you take a single step. And he was right. You can't build a life you haven't imagined. You can't walk toward a future you never defined. You can't succeed without a direction. You can't arrive if you don't choose a destination. Your end goal has to be stronger than your fear, stronger than your excuses, stronger than your loneliness, stronger than your past. Your end goal has to be the compass that guides every choice you make. That's how I got here, not by accident, by intention. I hope to live another 20, maybe 30 years, and I plan to live them peacefully, purposefully, and on my own terms. And that's exactly what I want for you. It's never too late to start, But it's always too late to live without a goal. Choose your goals. See them clearly. Walk toward them every day. That's the reality of reality, and that's the blueprint for a life worth living. Before you click away, do one thing for yourself. Choose your end goal. Say it out loud. Write it down. Make it real. And if you want help walking toward it, subscribe and stay with me. We're seniors, but we're not done yet, not by a long shot.